One time, I cut up a cauliflower, and I cut it up in front of its parents, and I said, look as I chop up your son, and then I made him into delicious stew, and then I sent him on his way, and I said, good luck at college, Stu.
See what this game has done to us, folks?
No, that wasn't the game. That was just me being tired and it's just not knowing what to say. So I said,
"Get up there!" I don't have the patience for the platforming to suck right now. Okay?
You would be a terrible doctor then.
Did you see that?
Because you didn't have enough patience.
Did you see that?
What?
He like shrank in or grew in, like popped up.
Oh, that is beyond something I believe would happen in this game. Oh, so we're back from outer space.
Yeah, let's get this garbage over with.
Wasn't Blinken the name of that guy from
His name was Blinken.
Yeah,
this
Blinken.
Is Blink.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying.
Ooh, so fuck.
Oh my god. So this is similar to the last the Act 1 of Blink shit.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna go over here first, I guess.
Fun fact, in the future, Blink actually gets caught because he was actually a spy for the enemy. You might say he was a mole.
You hear my mom laugh just now?
Man, can I complain about something?
Sure.
Final boss of God of War 2. Zeus. When you fight Zeus, spoiler warning by the way.
To all those of you who have not played God of War 2.
It's just a huge and extremely difficult QTE.
That's the whole fight?
No, there's a fight at the beginning of it, but the end of it was a QTE that legitimately made me very angry. Well, not angry because I don't get legitimately angry at games, I just get frustrated and sort of want to give up unless if I'm on camera, in which I have no choice. Camera meaning Let's Plays, of which I've played literally 2 games on thus far. Plus maybe one if I can remember what it is, but I don't think it exists, but maybe it does. But God of War, end boss, final boss, God of War 2, not a good time. Plus I think the biggest problem I had, the reason I thought it was so hard was because I
wasn't used to.
Yeah, I knew the PlayStation controller. Like, if you're like, hey, where are all the buttons? I could say, bottom one's X, left one square, right one circle, top one triangle.
Yeah.
But it's like when you know you've sort of been learning a new language, but it doesn't come naturally to you.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really good analogy. Weird. But yeah. So that's my story of God of War 2. What are some parts of games that legitimately annoyed you? I know there's lots.
Yeah, it's like asking me to
pick one of your billions of sired children.
Well, hold on.
Anyway.
That would imply. Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna censor that part out. Trust me.
It's for your own good.
Trust me. Anyway, go on with the actual answer.
It's just like a frustrating moment in video games, like legitimately anger.
Yes.
Like recently I played Donkey Kong Land 3 for my review channel.
I'm thinking some of the most prolific times. I know that's tough because you're one of those people who gets really angry at video games in a comical fashion.
Well, I think the final boss of DKL3 is a good example. Like, it's literally just, like, garbage. The fuck? You're fighting the camera, not the
What about the boss of Donkey Kong Country Returns?
That one's
The
not
final
bad.
boss?
Tiki Tong, no. I mean, like, he's kind of annoying, but he's not really that bad. Like, compared to the second K. Rool fight in Donkey Kong Land 3, he's nothing.
I was thinking more of like the really, really big times, not because that's fresh in your memory because you just played that Donkey Kong Land 3. I'm thinking when you had gotten to the end of Castlevania 3, which we're going to play soon on the channel.
As Eric would like to believe would occur.
It will definitely happen. It's same with Star Fox Adventures. Star Fox Adventures also during that part, the pterodactyl.
Holy shit!
Fatality.
That fucker snuck up on us.
There was this part where you
They
were.
respawned the enemies?
There's a part. There's a part.
God.
There's a part where you ride a pterodactyl in Star Fox
Oh
Adventures,
my god, don't talk about that.
and you fly around, and it's just like a turret shooter type thing. Like, oh,
Except it's worse because the fucking reticle likes to...
trust me, it was amazing. I'm pretty sure Sonic Heroes, the special stages, there was definitely a special, but maybe I just remember that because you threw something at me and it hurt.
yeah.
And it was scary because you were really angry. What else? There was Mario Galaxy. The thing we have to use the bombs to blow up the trash.
Oh god.
Easier than you'd remember it.
Yeah.
But you were just having a real tough time at one time. Got very angry, yelled very loudly.
Because enemy placement. Because Blink sucks chunks.
Something, but things like that. Can you remember anything like that? For example, for me, unlocking the guy in Super Meat Boy. I've played through Super Meat Boy twice. Once on Xbox 360 and once on PC. And both times I played up until unlocking the guy and I'm like, this is the challenge. So I buckled down on the Xbox, where I played it first, and I beat that, and it was really hard because, I mean, if you just look at the first part of that, it's fucking absurd. And both times after I unlocked the guy, I basically quit and only came back later and beat them again. But I quit for like months because I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm Meat Boy'd out. That was awful. Feel awful even. But that's something that was frustrating. What about you, good audience folk?
Name your frustrating video.
Anything that really cheeses you off? Like something that really cheeses my goat?
No.
Goat cheese is edible. But Michael has a billion of those moments. So...
Yeah.
His brain is muddled. His mind is bruddled.
Brain.
What? A disease-addled brain?
Yeah, you've said that before.
I would never say that. That doesn't sound like something I'd say. It doesn't have nearly enough to do with like Hitler and stuff.
See, the fact that you realize that shows that you've done too many Hitler jokes.
That was just a quick and simple joke at my expense for a cheap laugh. And you're going to hold that against me? You're going to hold that? I can't believe you.
Look,
I called you my brother, and more importantly, I called you my friend. And now you betrayed that trust. I'm sorry, I haven't been watching this shit at all. That's really boring.
You're missing nothing. This game is ass.
It's a good thing my high quality commentary has been keeping the crowds, keeping them here to watch more high quality YouTube videos and more ads. I wonder if you had to make an advertisement for a product that you can choose whatever it is, what would you go for? There's all kinds of advertisements. Funny, inspiring. What would you go for?
Good question.
I'm sorry, what?
I said good question.
I'm sorry, what?
That's a good question.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Go on. Does that annoy you when I do that?
Kind of, because it takes me a few seconds to realize what you're going for.
Yeah. Your legs are...
4? I lost that much progress?
Move your fucking legs. They're right in front of the microphone. I've never quite gotten how you're supposed to pronounce that word. Jury rig? Jerry rig? What is it? Let me know in the comments below. See what I did there? Oh, that's right, it's my least favorite enemy in this game. The skeletons that are the worst. That are so not fitting. Like, I can't even believe. That's like the mammoth. It's like, what are you doing in this game? Get out of here now. That's all I wanna, that's what I think. When I saw that mammoth eat that dragonfly and shit it out immediately, I wanted to end something. And the answer
you
is...
went quiet for a moment.
That was
in shock.
But that was actually stunning. Beyond the acting up for the camera, like, who looked at that and said, that's a good idea. We gotta ship the game. That's great. That's fine. That's fine. The part where the mammoth eats a dragonfly and poops it out, that's hilarious. That'll get the kids that'll get them going. They'll on the playground just say, you see what I saw yesterday? And then, you fucking what, mate? That's right, I saw a mammoth eat a fucking dragonfly and shit it out.
There, I found you a light gem.
Oh good, it's over. I mean, oh no.
That's it for now.
Can't
But
wait
you
for
know
the
I'm
next
always
one.
willing to go back at any time and explore, just for fun.
A good thing there's only one blink section left. In Red's lab.
Well, that's certainly a glass half full way of looking at it. Me, I have a bit of more of a glass 1/15 full, but it's quickly evaporating. And there's still one more left. You understand the difference, big boy?
I'm not saying I'm looking forward to playing it, but just like, at least we're 3/4 of the way done with them.
But like I said, optimism.
Optimism Prime.
Optimism Prime. You silly goose. Yawn of the Planet of the Apes. Avalanche.
This game is ass.
Am I-
Oh great, I went the wrong way. Brilliant.
What did they call it when the farmer in the mountains gave away, what did he say when he gave away his home and his herd of billy goats?
What did he say?
Avalanche. What the hell is that? Stop that. That's scary. See, the thing is, it still has nothing to do with an avalanche, so it's still not really like a pun.
Avalanche.
I mean, yeah, you get the connection there, but it still has nothing to do with an avalanche, so it's still not like a serviceable pun.
It's still trite.
Well, it would be tripe even if it worked, but
I said trite.
trite.
Yeah, with a T.
Tithe? Would it be tithe? Do you know what that is?
Wrong fucking way.
That's like a
again.
religious tax.
I said trite.
I know what you said, but I was learning you something.
Alright, sure, whatever.
Tithe.
Titha.
Titha. Titus? What the fuck is that? Good old James Old Rolfe. You know what they say.
Okay. You fly across the pit, avoid the hammers. Oh.
Energy is high right now on good old gay Mavericks. What about I suppose this is ZBros Play, the worst name for a Let's Play thing ever.
Wait a minute.
I objected to that name and you ignored me.
What did you want to name it?
I wanted to name it something that wasn't ZBros Play. Like, what the hell is that?
Like Xander Brothers.
I know what it, like, where it comes from, but it sounds bad. I don't know. I don't like it.
Well, you didn't really offer an alternative, so that's what I went with.
I didn't.
I was gonna go with Two Bros
Nobody
Play.
offered to say an alternative to killing the Jew, so I did it anyway. I don't hate him, I just killed
Again,
him.
you and the fucking Godwin's Law.
Listen, you.
Like, you confirm that.
No, I am
It's
one.
confirmed like Half-Life 3.
I am but one instance. You listen. You can't accuse me of single-handedly proving Godwin's Law, and then subsequently, you break out the old Half-Life 3 confirmed meme. They're gonna make it. It's gonna make a fuck ton of money. Get over it. Stop spreading dank memes and rare pepes. Stop it.
Why is is Half-Life 1 and 2, are they any good?
I've played Half-Life 2. And the thing is, it was probably really like almost awe-inspiring in its time, right? When it came out. When I played through it, I thought it was pretty boring. You know?
How old is it?
It was when the Source engine first came out. Oh god, I don't fucking know. Look it up, big boy. I don't know. I'm not sure how well it's aged, but then again, I wasn't around when it came out, so don't spear me. If you like Half-Life 2, tell me why. Because I'd like to know from somebody who's not an unironical Gaben worshipper who would sooner suck Gaben's dick than
Here's where the mammoth
eat
ambushed
a
us.
delicious meal. Those are words I just said.
Thank you.
Is unironical a word?
No.
Unironic.
Unironic is a word.
Yes, unironical. Professor Unironical turns into a krat. And the rat knows a lot about the rat. That was on today. It was awful.
The Krat show?
Just awful. God, yeah, that animated baby babu show. Don't ask me why I knew it was on today. Michael, can you please do that again? What the hell is that?
It's Bon Bon.
What?
Bon Bon from Mega Man Legends. With his trusty catchphrase. Listen, the real voice actor is the same talent behind Pikachu.
I've only ever seen.
She can do it better.
I've only ever seen the very first little bit of like Mugen Man Legends.
Yeah.
I know there's that one girl who gets really angry.
That would be Tron, probably.
Yeah, sure, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Bontron.
Yeah, my first exposure to it was the Nintendo 64 version. Don't spare me.
Don't spear me.
That's
yeah, is that going to be a dang old inside joke now, too? Based off.
What the hell is this? Move your ass.
That is weird.
What am I playing? Sonic Lost World?
Can I just say real quick?
Ice physics. Get rid of them.
Who likes ice physics?
I don't. I hate.
There's another question. There's been so many questions in this episode / last episode / maybe the one before that. Do you like ice physics? Do you think they're like a good idea ever? Because I mean, here's the thing: when you create challenge, how frustrating do you want to make it? Like, do you want to make it? Do you think it's possible to make a satisfying challenge without making it frustrating?
Well,
you know what I mean?
Ice physics isn't even a challenge.
It's like
handicapping.
It's just frustrating.
It's like the whole point, I guess, is to make the environment a little more immersive. Because like in real life, if you go try to run on ice, you can't do it. You know. but it's just like tedious. You know what I mean?
It's a
Like,
good,
I'm
but I think it's a
reviewing-
legitimately good game design question. Is
Like nobody likes
to make
ice
us
physics.
to yeah, I know, but people, the reason people beyond like the most casual gamers usually get something out of quote unquote beating a game, the reason it's called beating a game is there's some sort of challenge or perceived challenge to overcome. So the question is, what mechanics can you introduce to make it challenging without making it frustrating to the point of which they're not enjoying themselves?
The thing is that if I fail, it should be my fault. That's
And ice
my
physics
my big rule.
Almost consistently feel like it's not your fault. It feels like bullshit. That's the difference between...
Well, it's not even. I wouldn't even classify it as the same thing as difficulty balancing. I just think it's a choice of immersion that I think could afford not to be there.
I don't think it's exclusively immersion.
It's not about challenge. That's never. Like, at what point
it
has
is.
it ever added challenge? It's about making the
I
environment
think,
more
well,
immersive.
it's just not a matter of whether or not it actually has. It's a matter of whether or not a game designer think it would. But that's a good question. So,
Right.
there you go.
Morgan, man.
An episode 20 billion of Spyro.